Hi, everybody. It is late and it's been a little while, and I hope that some of you show up. So let's wait and see what happens. Somebody's here. Hi. Hello. I see a few of you have shown up. I need to play catch up a little bit because it's been a crazy, crazy busy time for me. And hi, Myra. It's good to see you as well. Hi, Susan. I'm so glad to be able to do this. It's hard for me to do it at a specific time these days because things keep coming up. I actually wound up having a really busy week last week, trying to get a load of things done here. So I'm working very hard and I'm working long hours at it and doing all the other things that I'm doing at the same time. Last week, I had such a lovely evening. I went out with a woman that we had sold her house and sold her a new house during a difficult time in her life when she was making a huge change. Hi. Making a huge change in her life, and she was going through some tough times. So it was so nice to be able to see her. And she also, we were very much in touch last year before my surgery, and she knew everything I was going through. She really wanted to be there to help me, but her own life was in such flux at that time, and she was going through so much of her own stuff that it was hard enough for her to handle what was on her plate, let alone have to deal with the spillover to mine. We had such a lovely dinner. We really did. She told me that she couldn't believe how great I looked and what a miracle it was to see me in this place, considering where I was last year. And it's really interesting because that's a good thing to focus on sometimes when things seem to be tough and the real world seems to want to break your door down and create havoc in your life, at least momentarily. So it's really nice to kind of focus on the basics and what's really important. And she reminded me, it's true. I mean, how fortunate am I to be here and to be talking to you about all of this? So, yes, I am in an incredibly good place compared to last year. I have new people in my life with whom I have, friendships, relationships, and feeling good about it. I've extended myself on a personal level far more than I have in a very, very long time. I was lost in my work, and I don't want to say I was drowning in it, but I was so involved with it. Maybe not to think about other things, maybe to have a focus that was positive. But it was all worthwhile. So um, I really enjoyed that time. I also wanted to share with you before I forget. I don't know if any of you like to meditate or would consider starting it if you haven't done it in the past, but I have found it enormously helpful for years now to meditate. I've not been doing it in the past year. I really have not. And I'm determined to get back to it. I've taken many of the Oprah and Deepak Chopra meditation challenges, and there is one at this point. It is called The Path to Empowerment. It's a free meditation experience. It starts November 4th, and they usually go on for 21 days. Each one of the meditations will remain up. Yeah, it doesn't, I can't get any further into it. if I am able to resolve my issue that I'm having with my computer and my phone, uploading normal videos, I will certainly put that in as well, because I want to make sure that people get a chance to watch that if they're so inclined. Oh, Sheila, hi. It's nice to see you too. I'm really glad that you were able to join us. I've done many of these meditations over the years. They've done wonderful things for me. They really, really have. I've done the one called Perfect Health. I've done the one called Creating Abundance. And there is a group that I was supposed to have a meeting with, and it's the Laws of Attraction. And I'm a firm believer in the laws of attraction. You attract to you what you put out there or what you focus on. So that if you focus on the positive things in life or the positive things you want to bring into your life, you will have a much more positive experience than if you focus on the things that you want to keep out of your life. In other words, if you were to say on a constant basis, please don't let me get sick. Please don't let this terrible thing happen, whatever the terrible thing is in your mind or your life or your future. You'd be better off saying, keep me healthy. I see myself as healthy. That you look toward the positive side of any experience rather than the negative aspect of it in order to make it work better for you. So I would love to have any of you do this with me, and we can certainly talk about it as the days go by, because as I say, there is no question in my mind that I'm going to be doing this, and I'll do whatever it takes to make things turn around. And I have to laugh. I still say, I swear, I know it's going to sound so bizarre, but I always feel as if God talks to me through Poshmark. And if anybody doesn't know me and they're hearing this, they're probably saying, put her in the loony bin. But it's amazing to me. Oh, good, Myra. It's amazing to me because it really, it makes so much of a difference in your life, the way you focus your energy. So I'm definitely going to work on it. One of the sayings that came up on Poshmark, I'm thinking it was yesterday or the day before. Let me see if I can find it on here because it was just so perfect. It's just such a little thing, but it was just so perfect. I don't know if it came through on Messenger. I forgot how it, let's see. No, I don't think it's coming through that way. No, I'm not sure. And I don't want to waste too much time doing it now. But they're always the perfect things, like just keep going. Sometimes that's all that I need to hear. Just keep going. Because there are moments when you feel you can't keep going. And you feel as if life is just too tough in that moment. And you just want to curl up into a ball and maybe fall asleep for 20 years and wake up when things are better. But you sort of have to face them. And that's a tough reality, but it's something we all have to do. So I know that I'm taking the bull by the horns and I'm doing whatever it is that I have to do. I will tell you that the relationships that I have formed by stepping outside of my comfort zone have been not only good for me, I really think they've been good for the other people as well, because I think we all come into each other's lives for a reason when we do. And I know that some of the people that I've been talking to have had some rough issues that they've dealt with in one way or another. And I think sometimes sharing your feelings about it or talking about it or your fear about what's happening in a relationship, some of them familial relationships, and that's always tough because we all have those experiences where there's somebody in your world who just makes your life a little bit harder or is not as understanding as you would like them to be. But I think the truth of it is there's only one person that we can change in any given set of circumstances, and that's us. We can't make anybody else different, but we can adjust the way that we see things to change the whole aspect of it so that it turns into something more positive. So I'm grateful for those experiences as well. I also have to laugh. I have to tell you, as I'm going through my house, and I'm going through everything. I mean, from the basement to the top floor. The only place I haven't gone yet, and that's because I can't climb, is I haven't gone into the attic, but I know there are things there as well. I'm coming across a lot of things, and now everything that I have that I can possibly put on my closet, I'm going to do and just sell it. And I look at some of the things, and I don't even have a recollection of buying them or acquiring them. And I know I have done that over a period of years, and it's a really good lesson. It is a really, really good lesson. I don't know how many of you go through the experience of finding it difficult to let things go. I don't know how many of you feel that things are either something you might need in the future or that it's tied to a memory, and the memory is something you don't want to give up, and the memory is attached to the item. Of course, I've learned a long time ago, you always can have the memory, obviously. And if the item is important enough to you, take a picture of it, keep the picture, and just take a look at it. And it can that way conjure up that memory again. You know, it's funny talking about memories. I don't know about you, but for me, if somebody talks about a food that I haven't had for many years, or something that somebody may have made that had a particularly pungent odor, can you conjure it up now, years and years after the fact? I find that happening with me a lot. People will talk about different things that they used to eat. Hi, Kathy. And it's amazing to me. I can smell it, and I feel as if I can taste it when I am doing that sometimes at this point. So it's just amazing how the mind works. It really is. So that is where my life is going at the moment. And as I say, I've just been so crazy busy that I've been trying hard to get here on the appointed days, but I just haven't been able to. I'm exhausted a lot of the time because I'm working really hard, and I'm trying to figure out where the future is going to take me. And I feel as if there are a few pieces of the puzzle missing. So I don't know yet, and I probably won't know for a little while. But I think the big lesson in it for me is that I need to trust the process. That's hard. It's really hard to trust something that there you can't touch it. You don't know it. So you're trusting that things will work out the way that they're supposed to work out, and that it will be beneficial for you as a person, no matter how horrible it seems to be as you're going through it. But I find for me, when I finally say, I get it, I just need to let go. It reminds me a little bit when they talk about people drowning. I've heard it said that when they finally let go, that you have, yeah, yeah, I think holding on to the old stuff is really hard. But they say that when people finally let go, that there's a certain peace that comes to them. And I think it's the same with a lot of things in life. When you finally say, okay, I can't fight this anymore, I feel sometimes as if I'm standing at the top of a waterfall, and at some point I'm going to fall down the waterfall, and I have to trust that somehow it's going to take me someplace that's okay. And I feel like I'm beginning to do that. That may sound bizarre, but it's sort of the way I feel at the moment. And we'll see where it goes. We'll see how it, when you go through tough stuff, you're not in a peaceful place all the time by any means. It's very much a roller coaster ride. But as I say, there's a certain peace that comes with accepting the process and saying, this is it. And in order to get to the other side, I need to go through that deep water. Whether I can swim or not, I need to go through it. And it's a little bit like when I got my diagnosis last year and a half ago. Yeah, actually, yeah, a year and a half ago. It was devastating. It was terrifying. It felt like a death sentence. It was so many terrible things. But one adjusts to one's new reality, whatever that reality turns out to be. And you have to play it out. Some of it's pleasant, some of it's not. And you just have to let it be. So, yeah, I don't want to get maudlin or anything. And I know there are a lot of people in our community and a lot of people that we care about who have been going through some pretty tough stuff of their own. And I think so much of it feels unfathomable. Um, that, I mean, Marlene going through the loss of her son, Mary dealing with all the tremendous difficulties with her son, and all of the people who have things in their lives that are shocking and sudden and terrifying and life changing. But, we have to take it moment by moment sometimes. Okay, I don't want to get into anything more than that right at the moment because it's all this great crazy flux. I have probably created minimum four videos that I have tried to upload unsuccessfully so far. They are too long to do it straight from my phone. They're more than 15 minutes. It tells me I can't do anything that is 15 minutes, or that's more than 15 minutes, just straight through the phone. So I don't know what the heck is with my new phone, but it just is not working. And I have to tell you, I keep getting messages from people who have seen my video from it's at least a year and a half ago, um, that has helped them. The one about the MRI. I have not. Have I been to the movies? I did see one movie. No, I don't think I've seen. I haven't gone to the movies. I didn't go last week. There was absolutely nothing playing that I would see. I am going to the movies tomorrow, actually. I'm going to be going to I'm going to see one of two movies tomorrow. One of them is Harriet, and I really want to see that. I'm very anxious to see that. I know it's another slave movie, but that is one of the possibilities. And another one was Motherless Brooklyn, I think it's called. So we'll decide at the last minute which one we're going to see. And we're also going to be going out for lunch, so that should be pleasant. Yeah, I really want to see Harriet. I'll let you know what I think of it when I do, but I have so enjoyed seeing all the movies that I have. It's been really wonderful. The interesting thing is too, we want to try to go to some live theater. They do have live theater out here. Yeah, yeah, Myra. And we um, we tried to go a week or two ago. It didn't work out, but I'm gonna try to do it again because there are some good productions around the island. So I very much would like to do that. Saturday night, I'm going to go to some kind of a meeting where people talk about different topics, just for something a little bit different and to do something that will be interesting and hopefully mind expanding, and just go out for dinner with a group of people. And having my circle of people expanding is a real plus for me. So I would definitely recommend to anybody, if any of you are going through a tough time at any point, make sure that you get out, be with people whenever you can, because the more you go inside of yourself, the more terrible it is. So, yeah, so just don't let yourself do that. I know it's easier said than done, and I have done it myself, but it's made a huge difference in my life. It has really kept my sanity going through some of the tough stuff. You know, I kept wondering why nothing was happening in real estate for me when in all the years that I've been doing it, there's always been business coming to me, always. And I suddenly had to deal with a different reality. And then I said to myself, it could be, once again, I've told you this before, and I truly believe it. If we have our foot planted on the wrong road, life will step in and force us onto another road sometimes. And we may go onto that other road kicking and screaming because we have this belief that where we were is where we're supposed to be, but it may not be. And since I'm right in the middle of a road that's taking me somewhere, but I'm not sure where, I can't really speak to the end of it yet because I'm not there. But once all of this is over, I'm going to share with you in a lot greater detail everything that's been going on. I really don't want to do it now. I think it's not good for me, it's not good for you. But when it's all over, I think sharing it will be helpful to people out there. And that's the only reason that I would do it, because my goal always is to make a difference in somebody else's life who's going through something tough. And we all do. So, as I say, I will, but listen, life is good considering. My leg hurts me very often, but it reminds me that I can walk and I can do all the things. Although I must tell you, the other day, in my quest to get all this work done at home, I had tried to, uh, I had these two big plastic bins that normally slide under a bed to be stored there. And I wanted to put it back under the bed, but I wanted to reach down to make sure there was nothing under the bed so that it would slide in. And I felt something, but I couldn't grasp it. It was just out of my reach. So I decided to bend further over to try to reach this thing, and I wound up not falling, but because of the angle, I wound up going down on my right knee. And there I was. I probably looked like I was going to propose to somebody. I was down on one knee and I could not get up. I just could not get up. And I had a momentary panic because I thought there was no phone near me. There was not a single thing I could do because nobody else would be coming into the house. And I said, oh my God, what do I do? So I wound up taking a couple of minutes to kind of gather myself together. And I pushed up hard with my arms to give me the leverage. And I did manage to get up. It was difficult. And I sat down for a few minutes and thought, oh my God, I keep wanting to get rid of that thing that I have that I haven't been using. But every time something happens, I'm a little fearful giving it up because, again, when you're alone, you just don't want to risk having an incident and having nobody. But my shoulder was killing me the next day, and the things never did wind up going under the bed. I thought better of it. I said, I'm going to just leave it, and I am not going to deal with it. But again, okay, I'm not going to stay on too long tonight. I still have a lot of stuff that I need to get done when I get off. Um, I have to work on some stuff on the online things that I'm doing, and I still have things to do in the house that are unfinished business for tonight, but I'm getting there. I will try very hard to come back. This is Thursday. I will try to come back on Sunday night. I'll put it on Instagram, and I will put it on the group on Facebook if I'm able to come back. I will let you know. As of this moment, it looks as if it should not be a problem, but I don't know. So, yeah, I'm going to try to do that, and hopefully I can get back in the groove. But I want to do more of the regular videos, and I also had a company send me a product that I want to show you. So I'm going to be doing a video on that as well. And I want to get back to doing my wig stuff because I miss it and I really love it. And I had started a video that wound up being way, way, way too long of me grooming the dogs. And that's something else. Hi, Lauren. It's, it, it, I, it, I have a lot of work to do to get them back to normal and to learn to use my razor thing, the electric razor. I know it has combs with it and everything, so, and I do have a video that I've watched, but I'm so afraid of hurting them that I always err on the side of caution. Okay, on that note, yeah, I'm going to try on Sunday. And as I say, if there's any way I can get those other bloody videos up, I will. For those of you who want to join me on the meditation thing, it starts on the 4th. And just go to Oprah and Deepak Chopra. That's DEE, P as in Peter, AK, CHOP as in Peter, RA. No, Deepak Chopra, PRA, meditation. And no, I have not, Lauren. It's not, I don't know whether it is the computer or it's the phone. It's driving me crazy because I have several videos that I've created that are sitting captive on my phone, and it's driving me crazy. So I'm going to try again to get it fixed. But it's been a lower level priority. I know it's enormously frustrating. If anybody can figure it out, I think it has something to do with my temporary files because it keeps telling me that I don't have enough storage on my phone to download the video. I have loads of storage. I think it's the temporary storage of photo files and things, but I don't know how to fix it. So I'm frustrated beyond belief. I did fix it once, but I think it was by accident. So if anybody seeing this thinks of a solution, please let me know. Because as I say, I have definitely tried to be with you. It's just technology is not wanting to play. Yeah, I did Google it. I'm going to try to do that again. Maybe I'll do that tonight. All right. So take care, everybody. And I will do my very best to be here. Search it on YouTube. I search everything on YouTube. I really do. So that's the way it goes. Okay, take care, everybody. And I know it was brief tonight, but I'll try to do better next time. Take care and have a great night. I love you all. Oh, next week is going to be a little bit. Take care. Take care, everybody.